Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I have the BMW X4 second generation, and by now you've seen on my channel the BMW X4 the first generation, which I truly like because it's a car that you want to buy when you're a little bit youngish, and it kind of ticks all the boxes. It looks cool, you have smaller engines than the X6, and it's more fun and nimble to toss around. And I found that to be quite a cool, good looking car. But when I got this car today, things improved a lot, because I couldn't believe that the BMW X4 got so much better over the previous generation. I mean, you would have think that mid-size, not actually mid-size, it's kind of a small mid-ish size crossover with a sporty allure can actually be this equipped and be this good. You usually find this kind of options on high-end, more expensive mid-size SUVs, but not on these ones. And actually BMW did a hell of a good job when they equipped this car, because it's very well equipped. I'm gonna start with the elephant in the room. I'm gonna start with these beautiful sport seats, these beautiful whitish grayish sport seats that look incredible. They have this beautiful stitching on them, and the only drawback of these seats is that unfortunately they are not electrically adjustable. The BMW X5 F generation had a problem with the seats. The seats tear apart right here. The leather just rips off. At the X4 they designed something very cleverish. They put some cloth material here on the right side of the seat. When you get out of the car, the leather won't squeeze itself and won't crack. Can you believe that? Anyways, let's get back to the interior. As you notice, the interior has this beautiful whitish grayish color, leather everywhere. You have leather on this side of the central console, you have leather on the dashboard, and also you have leather on half of the door, because on the lower side this is a durable plastic, and even though it's plastic, I have to tell you that it looks good. It has quite a good finish. The doors have large pockets because BMW focused on making a car that it's also good looking. It also appealed to a younger crowd, but also is very spacious and very practical. So in the door side you have two large pockets. In one of them you can place huge bottles of water or drinks or whatever, and in this side you can place a lot of stuff, and they are large and deep as well. Now, what I like about this car is the way that they designed the cockpit area. You have this beautiful M Sport steering wheel, you have this cool paddle shifter, the gauge cluster, it's digital, you have this cool infotainment system with touch screen, you have the piano black trim all over the car, which gives the car a very elegant and luxurious stance. But the most interesting thing that this car has are the options, because this car has, well, it's not new anymore, but it's new to the X4. You have motion gesture, anyway, yeah, like okay, you have lane assist, lane departure, adaptive cruise control, you have head-up display, you have traffic sign recognition, you have blind spot assistance, and you're gonna see how many more options this car has once I go through the infotainment system, because I was actually blown away when I started looking at the infotainment system. I do like the climate controls. As you notice, they have this cool screen over here, this white pattern, but the buttons are made out of this cool plastic that actually feels very, very expensive. You have heated seats, and you have dual climate controls for you and for your front passenger, and you can notice that they actually look quite good. Down here we have the X4 logo, and also we have a latch over here that it can close up. But if you move the latch, here you have a place to charge your phone and, well, to charge the key, but also you have two decent sized cup holders. You also have a USB plug, and you also have a cigarette lighter, but actually it doesn't. This is just another power socket. But this is quite cool to charge your phone and also to charge this key. Unfortunately, also this one doesn't have the panoramic sunroof, but this one has the M Sport pack, which looks brilliant. I'm gonna talk about the design of the exterior right now and the exterior elements, and we'll get back to the interior in a bit. This car has the M Sport pack, as you noticed, and it looks beautiful in this burgundy color. All the lines of the car are noticeable. This car has beautiful alloy wheels that improve the sportiness of the car and gives the car a very dynamic look. Also, the rear end has been completely redesigned, the front end as well. I'm gonna start with the front bumper, which has huge air intakes, and it has the fog lights integrated neatly into them. They are LEDs now and they look brilliant. Also, the headlights are full LEDs and they provide a good visibility at nighttime. I like the design of the headlights. They are sleek, angular, and almost you can cut yourself into them. This is how sharp they are. Brilliant design of the headlights. Well, the big nostrils, they are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's not that I don't like them, but somehow they are bigger than the headlights. And on this one, because the car is a little bit narrower than the X6, it's something that I'm gonna leave it open for discussion. It looks good, but I think that if the kidney grills would have been a little bit smaller, I think that would have been much better. The front bumper is very aggressive. You have front cameras in it because this car has a 360-degree camera system and also bird's eye view, which is brilliant. The hood of the car has some beautiful lines. It's almost like this car went to the gym and just pumped. Compared to the older version of the X4, this car looks like it's been on steroids. And well, kudos for that. I mean, it's a new generation with new engines, new design, and they actually improved it a lot. The side of the car, sleek, angular, it has beautiful, and it has this coupe shape that makes it desirable. This is a very desirable car. Even the X3 is good looking, but if I had the options to choose between this one and the X3, I would never choose the X3. I would probably choose the X3 only if I have a dog. But other than that, this car is very spacious as well. Sure, it may lose some room in the boot size, but the design of it just makes it more desirable. So you have 19-inch M Sport wheel, have some cool air vents on the fenders on the front, and the M badge to show that you got the M Sport pack on this car. You can notice that the side of the car is beautiful. It has beautiful drawn lines and very sleek and sporty. The rear end, here is where the magic happened, because it happened, not happening right now, it happened when they designed it. This car has one of the most beautiful taillights I ever seen in BMW's cars. In my opinion, they designed these taillights perfectly. The design of the taillights, it's something very futuristic. They look quite cool at nighttime and they have a beautiful light pattern. I honestly like to stare at this car from behind. It actually may sound a little bit creepy, but I do like to stare it from behind. I don't know, this car is more beautiful in the rear end than in the front end. Or at least for me. I don't know. If you think differently, just leave a comment in the section below. So you have a roof spoiler, which emphasizes the sportiness and also gives it a sex appeal. The roof spoiler of this car is brilliantly designed. It looks cool. It has some cool lines and makes the car very dynamic. Also, the rear bumper, it has that rear diffuser and makes it very sporty. You also have twin exhaust, which this is something that when I point with the finger, with my fingers, because I have two, actually I have 5, it has the motion gesture activated, and it's annoying because I cannot gesticulate anything. I cannot make it. Anyways, I'm gonna say it like that. So yeah, rear end of the car, you have the rear spoiler, which is very aggressive, complements the sportiness of the car. Is actually very dynamic, very cool looking, and it would have been even better looking if it would have had a rear boot spoiler, but it doesn't, so it's still sexy. Yeah. And also this car has a very spacious boot. The tailgate, it's electrically powered. You have a button, and when you press the BMW emblem, the trunk pops open, or the tailgate pops open, and it has electrically powered tailgate, so it's quite cool. What I want to mention is how spacious this car actually is. You have a lot of space in front here, but also you have space for the rear passengers. The rear passengers also got climate controls and climate vents. Well, climate vents they had in the previous version, but also these ones have climate controls, and it's quite neat because they think of the rear passengers. Also, you do have two cup holders in the armrest, and you have decent amount of space back there as well. The rear seats are very comfortable, and they have quite a good position. BMW designed the seats a little bit pointed towards the ground, and you have a very good position sitting back there. The buttons on the door side, they are made out of this high quality material, and they do look good. The mirrors are electrically retractable, and voila. Right here we have the driving modes of the car. We have the Eco, the Comfort, the Sport. The gear shifter looks good as well, and also right here we have the parking brake and the auto hold. Here we have the hill control, and also from here you can see the cameras of the car, because I mentioned this car has a 360 degrees camera system, and it looks very good. This car is actually loaded with a lot of options, and it's such a shame that it doesn't have the electric adjustable seats and steering wheel and the panoramic sunroof, because I think it would have been quite full option. And yeah, if it would have had the Logic 7, the Harman Kardon. Now let's discuss a bit about the infotainment system of this car, and well, I have to mention that this is a touchscreen, and you can control it like this, or you can control it from this joystick over here. Let's go into the vehicle settings, because we have a couple of things very interesting. We have the lights. This car has ambient lighting, and if we go right here, you can choose how many lights you can have inside your car, which is quite a brilliant feature. I do like the ambient lighting of this car. Looks brilliant in nighttime. Anyways, on the exterior we have a couple of lights features as well. We do have one touch signal, right hand, left hand traffic, welcome lights, door handle lights, welcome light carpet, and this is quite cool. When you open the car, it shows literally here some lines, and they look beautiful at nighttime as well. Right now we're gonna go into the door and key, and this is something that I wanna show you guys. This is the key of the BMW X4, which is quite cool. You have this key which you can slide it, and you have a couple of features on it, and it's quite interesting to see how many features this key actually has. And it behaves like a smartphone. You can control almost anything in your car with this key. Well, not almost anything, I'm joking, but still a couple of features can be opened from this key. Sorry for that. Anyways, let's get back to the infotainment system of the car. So let's get started. While we have the iDrive settings, mobile device, this car has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless charging, gesture controls, and you can control the display tips, audio feedback. This is related to the display, to the iDrive. Touchpad displays, you have head-up display, and you can customize it. You see the head-up display is highly customizable, and this is quite interesting. You have standard, reduced, individual, entertainment, telephone, check control, speed limit access, and this is quite helpful. Control display, this is how you would like your main infotainment screen to be, and this is also the gauge cluster, which I'm gonna talk about in a minute. We have time and date. We have units, sound. This car has a brilliant sound system. It has the BMW hi-fi sound, and it sounds really good. Pop-ups, or driving experience control, notifications, nothing, software update, reminders for appointments, reminder for task, missed call, BMW message, blah blah. Data privacy, not interested. Back into the vehicle settings, we have intelligent safety, which this is quite a thing. You have pedestrian alert, you have collision warning, you have lane departure, you have steering intervention, lane changing warning, steering intervention again, side collision warning, giveaway warning, and blind spot assistance as well. It's shown in the mirrors. Steering wheel vibration, this is the amount of vibration that the steering wheel gives when you are crossing the line, when you have lane departure on. Speed limit assist, speed warning, and attentiveness assistant. You also have parking aid help, driving experience control. You have sport, eco mode, and comfort mode, which you can control even from the buttons next to the gear shifter. You have comfort, you have sport, and also you have eco, and also the gear cluster changes, and I'm gonna show that a little bit later. So yeah, the climate controls. Here you can adjust some things into the climate controls. Seat heating. This car has heated seats, front passengers, only for front passengers, and auxiliary ventilation. Well, that is about the settings of the car. iDrive settings, vehicle status, and you have tire pressure. What do you have? Let's see. Oil level, AdBlue, check control, service requirements, and teleservice. Okie dokie. You have a very cool map, and when you go into the sat nav, the navigation system is very good looking. It's highly responsive, but also everything in this car regarding the infotainment system is very easy to use. It's very intuitive, and it looks quite good. In the gauge cluster, we have a couple of information. For example, you have the range, you have the miles per gallon, you have the compass for when you activate your sat nav, and also, as you notice, this car did 25,000 miles, which means that this car is literally like a new car. The gauge cluster is very good looking. It's not highly customizable as the Mercedes or the Audi, but still it looks good and modern. I do like that it has this circles over here. Well, not literally circles, but it has these lines over here. These are physical lines, and somehow it's somewhere between modern and analog, and I do like how it looks. Honestly, it looks quite good. You have eco, you have comfort, and you have sport, which it looks quite cool. One thing that I want to mention is that when you open the doors here on this elements, you have an X badge, which looks very cool. This is one cool attention to detail. And also, this car is all-wheel drive, which makes it very fun to drive. This video is offered by my friends at CARZET. CARZET are a specialized second-hand car dealership located in Ipswich. All the cars come with 6 months RAC warranty, which is extendable up to 3 years. All of them have fresh MOT. If you want a part exchange, they can help you with that. If you have a low credit score, CARZET can help you with finance. And also, if you want your car to be delivered all the way across UK, well, CARZET are your guys. So check them out at carzet.co.uk. We put the ignition on. Okay. BMW is here. Start. It purrs like a potty cat, purrs like a potty cat. I thought I taught potty cat. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But anyways, let's put the car in reverse. And wait, parking brake off. And engage. Engage. Yep. Now, what's there left to talk about? Let's talk about the driving experience. I do like this 2-liter diesel engine, but I would have wanted more. Why would I want much more? Because this car gives me a sense of sportiness and aggression. Don't get me wrong, you get 180 power and good, which is impressive. But imagine having the XM4 or even the 3-liter diesel engine. That would make much more sense to buy. But still, if you want a very economical car and you don't want to pay big taxes, this makes perfect sense to buy. It's fast enough, it's nimble and fun to drive, because even this 2-liter diesel engine, it's fun to drive because you have the all-wheel drive system and it provides everything that you need. The steering is very precise, and once you put this car in sport mode, the gear changes, and also the direction stiffens up a bit. It gets more precise, and then it's the time to just push it. And as you can actually notice from this video, it's not that fast, or at least it doesn't give you the impression that this car is fast, because the car was very well built. You have high quality materials, it's good isolated, it's not the best, but on the X5 and the X6 you pay different amount of money, and honestly this one makes perfect sense to buy. It's not that big, it's not that small, it has the perfect size to park anywhere you travel. The X6 is a little bit biggish and show off. You show off with the BMW X6, but this one looks good, draws the amount of attention that you actually desire or you don't desire, depends on what color you are buying. This one looks brilliant in this burgundy color. I actually seen a lot of people turning their heads towards the car. The M Sport pack stands out, makes it very aggressive. The suspension is very firm while it's on sport mode, because you have adaptive dampers, and while you press the comfort mode, everything relaxes, everything becomes smooth, everything becomes elegant. And if you put it on this stupid but not stupid anyway, I can understand the Eco mode. I'm not using in any of my cars, I don't use Eco Sport because, well, this is the car on Eco Sport, Eco mode, sorry, not Eco Sport, I was thinking of something else. It's just dull, it doesn't have the power to shake it off, it doesn't have anything. That's why I like to drive it on comfort. Probably I got old, who knows. Anyways, so that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything that needs to be covered more than that. You have cool infotainment system, you have head-up display, you have a lot of features that you've seen by now, and well, the driving experience of this car is quite good. So if you're in the market looking for one, why not check out CARZET and see what's what. Anyways, that was it for today, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Press a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, you know, all the BS that we need to say, so we can have the engagement, because that is why YouTube tells us to do this, and that is why everyone does it. Anyways, so yeah, subscribe, blah blah blah, press thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next episode. In the meantime, all the best to you, and well, have a good week or a good weekend, depends on when you are watching this. See you later.